Picture this. You're sitting at a cafe with two friends. One of them is obsessively looking for a discount code to save a couple of bucks on their coffee, while the other is using the same time to brainstorm new business ideas and ways to generate passive income. In 5 years, who do you think will be wealthier? Most people would assume the one who focuses on saving money. After all, we've been taught that being frugal and careful with money is the key to wealth. But in reality, the person who uses their time to think about wealth creation is far more likely to be financially successful. This scenario presents a critical concept. Wealth is about how you think, not just how you save. Time versus money. Rich people treat time as currency, while poor people trade time for pennies. Time is a non-renewable resource. Once it's gone forever. Yet, most people waste it, either by engaging in trivial activities or by focusing on activities that give them little return on investment. Saving money is important, but the way wealthy people view their time has a profound effect on their wealth. Wealthy people understand that time is the one thing they can never get back. They prioritize activities that will increase their wealth over the long term. Rather than focusing on saving small amounts here and there, they focus on using their time to create bigger opportunities. Imagine spending hours looking for a discount code to save $5 on your morning coffee. You might feel proud of the money you've saved, but think about the time it took. If you spent those 3 hours brainstorming a business idea, learning a new skill, or working on a side project, you could have generated far more value for yourself. Think about the last time you spent time trying to save money. What could you have done with that time instead? How could you use time more wisely to increase your wealth? Let me know if you'd like me to continue, or if you'd like to adjust any specific parts. The abundance paradox. One of the biggest differences between wealthy and average people is their mindset when it comes to opportunity. Poor people tend to see life as a zero-sum game, where if someone else wins, they lose. This is the essence of a scarcity mindset, the belief that there is only a limited amount of wealth and success to go around. As a result, they may struggle with feelings of envy or resentment when they see others succeed, thinking that their success takes away from their own. On the other hand, wealthy individuals understand the power of abundance. They see success as a rising tide that lifts all boats. When someone else achieves success, they don't view it as a threat. Instead, they recognize that there is plenty of opportunity for everyone. The abundance paradox explains how people with an abundance mindset don't see the world as a limited pie. There's always room for growth, new opportunities, and the creation of wealth. During the California gold rush of the 1800s, thousands of people rushed to California to mine gold. While many miners became rich by striking it big, the wealthiest individuals were not the miners themselves. Instead, they sold tools and supplies to the miners. In other words, they capitalized on the abundance of opportunity created by the miners. This week, try replacing a scarcity thought with an abundance mindset. For example, instead of thinking, "I can't afford this," reframe it to, "How can I create the opportunity to afford this?" By switching to an abundance mindset, you'll start seeing new opportunities that you may have missed before. The invisibility factor. Consider two artists. One is incredibly talented but shy and introverted. She keeps her artwork hidden away in her studio, believing that if her work is good enough, people will find it. The second artist is just as talented, but she is confident and actively promotes her art. She holds gallery nights, shares her work on social media, and builds a brand around her art. Which one is more likely to make a living from their art? While both artists have the same level of talent, the second artist is much more likely to succeed. This is because she understands the invisibility factor. It's not just about having talent or skills. It's about making sure that talent is seen by the right people. Successful people understand that visibility is a crucial component of success. They actively promote their work, share their ideas, and put themselves out there. The more people who know about them, the more opportunities they will receive. Research on LinkedIn shows that professionals who regularly share their knowledge and insights earn 3 times more opportunities than those who don't. This isn't just about self-promotion. It's about making sure that people are aware of your skills, talents, and potential. The wealthiest individuals are often the ones who aren't to put themselves out there and share their ideas with the world. This month, pick one skill or talent that you've been hiding and share it with others. Whether it's a blog, a social media post, or a presentation at work, the goal is to start getting visible. Problem-sized thinking. Metaphor. Think of your mindset as a camera lens. When you're zoomed in on a problem, it can feel like the issue is massive, unmanageable, and all-consuming. Every challenge looks like a mountain, and the only thing you can see is the obstacle in front of you. You're so focused on the problem that you forgot to look for solutions or opportunities. However, when you zoom out, you can see the bigger picture. The problem shrinks in size, and you start to realize that it's just one part of a much larger landscape. With a broader perspective, you can spot the opportunities around the issue and start thinking about creative solutions. This shift from problem-focused thinking to solution-focused thinking is what makes wealthy individuals stand out from the crowd. A prime example of this mindset in action is Airbnb in 2008. During the financial crisis, most people were focused on the negative aspects of the economy: layoffs, falling stock prices, and widespread panic. Yet, the founders of Airbnb saw the crisis as an opportunity. Instead of complaining about the state of the economy, they looked at the market and noticed that people were struggling to make ends meet, and hotels were getting more expensive. Rather than seeing a crisis, they saw a gap in the market. People needed affordable lodging, and others needed extra income. Instead of being overwhelmed by the problem, they found a solution. They sold limited edition cereal boxes featuring the faces of political candidates to fund their startups. And this unconventional move helped them launch what would become a billion-dollar company. Airbnb didn't just survive the crisis, they thrived in it. Think of a problem you're currently facing, whether it's a financial challenge, a personal obstacle, or a business issue. Now, reframe that problem as a puzzle with multiple possible solutions. Write down 3 ways you could address it. The goal is to zoom out and consider different ways to solve the issue rather than getting bogged down by it. The more you practice this mindset, the easier it becomes to see challenges as opportunities for growth. This shift in thinking is one of the most important qualities of self-made millionaires. They don't see obstacles as permanent roadblocks, but as temporary hurdles to overcome. The silent curriculum. Psychological insights. One of the most powerful lessons that successful people have learned is that there's a difference between knowing and doing. Many people read books, watch motivational videos, and attend seminars, believing that acquiring knowledge is enough to achieve their goals. However, knowing something and applying it are 2 entirely different things. Wealthy people understand that success comes from action, not just theory. They invest in mentors, coaches, and programs that help them take action on what they learn. While most people settle for surface-level knowledge, the wealthy take deep dives into their personal and professional development. They commit to continuous learning, but more importantly, they ensure that they are applying what they learn in their lives every day. Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world, is known for his voracious reading habit. He spends around 5 hours each day reading newspapers, books, and financial reports. But the key isn't just the reading. It's how he applies the knowledge he gains. The average person might spend those 5 hours watching TV or engaging in passive activities. But Buffett uses his time to sharpen his mind and stay ahead of the curve. Buffett also doesn't stop at reading. He invests heavily in mentorship and ongoing learning. He works with other successful people and continually seeks out ways to improve. The wealthiest individuals aren't just learning for the sake of learning. They're learning to act. They understand that taking consistent, purposeful action is the key to unlocking success. One of the best ways to ensure you're applying what you learn is to follow the 5% rule. This rule suggests that you should dedicate 5% of your income to personal development and education. This could mean spending money on books, courses, coaching, or seminars. Over time, this investment pays off exponentially, helping you gain the knowledge and skills needed to advance in your career and financial life. Rich people don't just collect knowledge, they invest in their learning because they know that the more they learn and apply, the more opportunities will open up to them. They prioritize growth and development, continually expanding their capabilities to succeed. So, which of these 5 mindset shifts resonated most with you? Was it the way the wealthy use their time, or the abundance mindset that allows them to see opportunities everywhere? Maybe you connected with the idea of the invisibility factor and realized that promoting your talents can unlock new opportunities. Or perhaps it was the problem-sized thinking shift that made you reconsider how you approach obstacles in your life. Whatever mindset shift stood out to you, I challenge you to focus on just one this week. Pick one actionable step from this article and commit to it. The wealthiest people don't wait for perfect conditions. They make the most of the time, resources, and opportunities they have. They adopt daily habits and mindsets that set them apart from the average person. Wealth isn't just about luck. It's about making intentional choices. It's about how you think and act day in and day out. You don't need to be born into wealth to become wealthy. You just need to adopt the right mindset and make the right choices at the right time. If this article has helped you shift your perspective, take a moment to like it. It helps more people discover the power of a millionaire mindset. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on how to shift your mindset and build the wealth you deserve. Remember, the richest people in the room are often the ones who've mastered the art of turning time, skills, and challenges into opportunities for growth. Which mindset shift will you implement today? Take action and watch how your life starts to change. Wealth isn't something that happens by accident. It's something you create, one decision at a time. Until next time, keep building that millionaire mindset. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.